Well, guys, I am super excited because we've just opened up 2021 for Big Case Closer. Now, Big Case Closer is a small community. It's not for everyone. We've opened it up for a few people, and it's only going to be open for the next 48 hours where we're shortlisting all the people who can join the program. Guys, the whole purpose of what's happened is it's about understanding that you could be either a talented or a non talented advisor. Actually, it doesn't matter. If you're a talented advisor but you don't have the right strategy, then you're wasting your time. And if you're not talented advisor but you don't have the right strategy, it doesn't matter. So a lot of people don't realize this. There's a fine line between understanding what you need to do, and 2020 proved exactly that. Are you a good advisor or not? 2020 was a year that we all learned something new. The best part about 2020 was everybody, I mean literally everybody, had not planned for this. And that's the most amazing thing that happened. That everything that I did in 2020 was not something that was planned for. But the question is, what happened? Guys, the reason why I'm doing this is I wanted to share this with all of you. There's a fine line between failure and opportunity. Identifying where you can become a failure and being able to capture an opportunity. There's a very fine line between that. And 2021 is going to be exactly that. So either 2021 is going to be a tough year that will cause you to become a failure, or 2021 you will identify the opportunity to becoming better. Now, why am I sharing this? I've not had the time to sit and talk to everyone because this is my Q4 as well. I mean, it is the end of my final sprint. And I did not have the time to sit and share this with everybody because, guys, even I was focused on my own production. But what I did realize is 2021 is going to be a very, very challenging year if you don't have the right strategy. And that's why I came online. I said, you know what? I would rather spend time with everyone, share with them exactly what I'm looking at doing, what's the plan for 2021, and what I am looking at doing with my mentees. Guys, all of you are part of the plan. All of you are part of this profession. And this is a profession that we all truly love. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. If this is a profession that you love, you need to have the right strategy in place. It's so good to see all of you. Okay, Tarampal, thank you very much. You're very kind. Like I said, I haven't left my house for the last 10 months, and I don't think I will be leaving anytime soon. Now, let me share something very important with all of you. In 2020, we didn't have a plan because in 2020, this wasn't predicted. We didn't know about the pandemic. We didn't know about working from home. We did not know that we will not be able to meet people. We did not know what is going to happen. So this was not planned. But in 2021, it doesn't matter because in 2021, we already know the pandemic is going to continue to exist. It's definitely going to stay as a tough year because the real impact of COVID will be seen next year. Uh, it's going to be quite an interesting time. And what I realized was a lot of people haven't figured this out. That if you don't identify the right opportunity and you're not prepared for that opportunity, I told you it's a fine line. It will become a tough year. But if you can identify the opportunity and you're prepared for it, you will be able to make sure 2021 is a record year for you. So it's a very fine line between making it a tough year and making it's your record year. So the question is, which side will you be on? You need to start to identify what will be the opportunities of 2021. Now, this pandemic has proved something very important. Clients still don't like to buy insurance online. This pandemic has actually proved that big cases don't happen online. Big cases are still going to be advisor driven. That means if you are the right advisor, your clients will work with you. But there's a strategy to closing bigger cases. And the small cases will move online. Get that very clear. Your regular cases on health insurance, for example, car insurance, travel insurance, consumer behavior has already started working on that. So I've always said in our business is like a heartbeat, the small cases and the big cases, right? The small cases will start to move online. The question is, what will you be focusing on? And this is the transition year. This is the year where you make a decision on how you will grow your practice. Now, I know a lot of us have started going out of our comfort zone, but we are going into the wrong places. We are forgetting the basics of our business. Insurance is not a pull product. People don't wake up in the morning and say, this morning I'm going to sit and buy the best life insurance for myself. That is not happening. No one wakes up and says, today I will do my retirement planning, or today I will sit and I will do the planning for my kids' education. Nobody wakes up and starts planning that. Guys, let's get one thing very clear. Our job has just become more important. But yes, the way we do our business has changed. We have all started doing things that, so everyone talks about disruption in the insurance industry. Guys, if all of us are focusing on disruption, we are forgetting our basics. The disruption is going to happen on the micro insurance, the small insurance policies. Disruption has not started to take effect anywhere on the big cases, because there's no client who wakes up in the morning and says, today I'm going to sit and buy a $5 or $10 million life insurance policy. I'm going to go online and I'm going to check where I should buy my $5 or $10 million life insurance policy from. That doesn't happen. I wanted to come online and share this with you, that what has not changed in 2020 and 2021. So yes, this year proved that yes, we are spending a lot of time on Facebook marketing, on digital marketing. But let me be very transparent with you guys. I'm not a trainer. I'm not here to tell you go and join a program on that. Come back to your basics. Don't forget the fundamentals of our business. Our business is still an advice driven business. We still have to speak to our clients. We still have to talk to our clients about what they need to spend their time on. And if you haven't got that correct, you're losing out on one of the most important parts of our business, the relationship that you have with your clients. Yes, we are using technology to maintain relationship, but that doesn't change the advisory process. If you're new in this business, so if you're in this business for the last 1 to 3 years, get one thing very correct, that what is the purpose with which you will continue to work? What is your calling? What is the purpose with which you will work? If you have been in the business for more than 3 years, you need to start identifying the type of clients you want to continue working with. Because if you don't love your clients, if you don't like the clients you work with, you will find a reason to leave this business. And if you have been in the business for more than 5 years, you need to start to identify where you will specialize, because you don't want to become a generalist. You want to start specializing. That is what affects your branding, where you specialize. I know a lot of people out there are talking about how technology is going to affect our business. Guys, it is not changing. Please understand that technology is only going to affect our process. It's going to affect our back end. It's going to affect the way we do customer relationship, customer servicing, but it doesn't affect our sales process. Please get that very clear. Come back to the basics. Don't lose sight of why clients work with you. Like I said, I'm very excited because I've been working with my mentees all these months, and I'm super proud of my mentees. And they have done things that is out of the world. I mean, some of the mentees, uh, they've done so well that I had to share that, right? Number one, uh, I've got mentees who have done one MDRT in one case. I'm so happy for them because they actually saw how I look at my cases. Benedict from Singapore, Deanna from Singapore, Kaka from Malaysia, Cynthia from Singapore. They've all actually done one MDRT in one case. I'm so excited for these mentees of mine, and I'm talking about them to everyone because They have understood the process. Donovan, for the first time, actually went on and he spoke about how he's changed his business, even though he's a new advisor. Donovan, thank you for sharing your story because it allows every single advisor to look at the opportunity that they're going to have in the future. Jessica, Eileen, Joyce, Suli, they have broken through for the first time and they've hit their first COT. I'm so happy for them because they've actually gone out of the way to build the right system in 2020. Guys, it's always about having the right strategy. We knew 2020 is a tough year, but there are so many people who have found that opportunity, found the capabilities that they require to capture those opportunities. Guys, 2021 has already started. That's the reason why I wanted to spend this time with each one of you to understand that if you're not closing bigger cases in 2021, you're losing out on opportunities that are going to be in front of you. I've been putting up a lot of data for you guys. I've put up a lot of content for you guys to use with your clients. But people are still not using it. And that's the problem. You're forgetting that the basics of our business haven't changed, right? Um, a lot of you have asked me this question, and I thought I should answer this very transparently. Sanjay, why did I even start this program? Guys, the reason why I started it was I wish I knew what I know today. I wish I knew this 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was still working on volume cases, trying to get X number of clients in a year. I was doing a lot of volumes, but I was so stressed out that I didn't have even time to look at what I wanted to do with my practice, what I wanted to do with my business. And then I came across a mentor who said, Sanjay, understand how cases work, how clients think, and how do you position yourself. That's when I realized I need to start becoming a specialist. There's a system that you have to build for yourself. And if you have the right system and the right strategies, right, you will get it. But it's that lack of spending time on building the right system for yourself. Speaking to a mentor, spending time. This is not a training program. I've seen advisors spending $20,000 on getting through a training program where they're spending so much money on the so called guru who's trying to give you ideas where they themselves haven't made anything. And that actually upsets me because we have all these non practitioners who are talking about disrupting their business and going online. It hasn't changed. Guys, if you look at all the top advisors in the world, you will notice something that is common. They come back to the basics. All the top advisors in the world will tell you one thing very simple. Clients still don't want to buy insurance online. Nobody wakes up and says, today I'm going to go online and look for my financial advisor. It's not going to happen. You have to build the right system, the right branding in your close group, and that group grows. It's a progressive strategy. It's not something that happens online. And it upsets me when I see financial advisors spending so much money trying to get someone to train them on this. Guys, come back to the basics. Focus on the sales strategy that you follow. What's the presentation that you will do? How will you handle their objections? What is, whether it's an excuse or it's an objection, understanding that difference. Being able to communicate your thoughts. And the best way to communicate your thoughts is by practice. Getting the right system to talk to clients. 2020 has been my record year. This is the year that I've closed more than 250 MDRT in 1 year. And if I can do it, I truly believe there are others who can do it. So don't restrict your mind on what can and cannot be done. I've put a lot more details on bigcasecloser.com so that you get an idea of what I'm talking about. Spend some time. I've written down some strategies. I've written down some comments that will help you at least understand your system. I'm not looking at getting people into this program for a very simple reason. Not everyone is ready for this, but I need you all to be in the right direction. Not all of you are ready to be able to start closing big cases. I'm not saying tomorrow you will start closing big cases, not at all. What I'm trying to say is if you're going in the right direction and you have the right system being built behind you, you will get to that. This is a marathon of a business. This is not a 1 year timeline, it's a marathon. But every year is a strategy by itself. And if you don't have the strategy for that year, there's a problem. And that's why I said 2020 was a unique year because everyone was caught off guard. But 2021, we already have the realities. We might not be meeting people. We might not have our face to face conversations. We might continue to do this kind of a conversation. How comfortable are you? How much have you practiced? Next year is going to be a year when your clients will expect you to be able to handle them wherever they are. It's going to be some of the most amazing things. So I started this program with only one purpose, that I wish somebody taught me many years ago how to close big cases. Because when you're closing big cases, the way clients behave with you will be different. The way you position yourself will be different. And that's why I started this program so that people understand what are the subtle differences that make a big impact. Why is this skill unique? Well, you see, I've always said this, right? That the small cases keep you alive and the big cases make you rich. Guys, the small cases might get taken away from you, but it's the big cases that will probably keep you alive in the future. And if you don't learn that skill, you will lose out on the opportunities when they come in front of you. And that's the reason why this skill is so unique. Because nobody still goes online to buy $1 million in premium or $500,000 in premium or even $20,000 in premium. They might do the $500, the $1,000, the $2,000 cases online, but they won't do the $50,000, the 100,000 cases online. They won't do that. They will still want to sit down with an advisor and do a proper plan. Think about it. The small cases keep you alive, but the big cases make you rich. In the future, it's the big cases that will keep you alive because the small cases might be getting taken away from you. So make a decision on how you grow your thing. Um, 2021, right? So, what is the opportunity that I see with big cases, and is 2021 going to be a tough year? I want to address this, guys. In 2021, there will be pocket of opportunities that you have to identify. There's going to be there's a big change in wealth transfer. So there's a lot of wealth that's going to move from one hand to the other hand. There are a lot of people who have made money during the pandemic, and there are a lot of people who have lost money during the pandemic. And there's this huge wealth transfer that's happened in 2020. But 2020 is a jackpot year for the people who have made money. Think about it. It's not every year that there is a pandemic. So those industries or the businesses that have made money in 2020 due to the pandemic have made it because it was an exception year. And if they think 2021, 2022, 2023, they're going to continue that growth pattern, the answer is no. This was a jackpot year. And that's what I'm telling some of my clients who have made a lot of money in 2020 that listen, treat this as if this is money that you won in a jackpot. It's not money that you blow away. It's not money that you put it all into R&D. No, it's understanding that this is a jackpot year. This is a year that you earn money that you probably did not deserve to. It's a jackpot. You were at the right place at the right time and it clicked. But that cannot be your 2021 strategy. You need to have a proper strategy. And this is the conversation I'm having with my clients. When you meet these clients, it will be your opportunity. But the question is, are you going to be prepared to have a conversation with them? Have you practiced what conversation you will have with them? What strategy will you share with them if you meet with a client like that? because we don't want to sound pushy. We don't want to sound like, oh, I need your business. So you need to have that professional approach on how you position yourself in front of them. And if they don't see that value, they will not give you the business. So it's about what value do you bring to them. And if you bring the value to them, they will see the value. But you need to have it with you. There were some questions that I was asked about who should join this program. If you have been in this industry for a while and your income has stagnated, you probably should join this program, because that means you're stuck and you're doing the same thing over and again. You're stuck in a loop and you're doing this over and over again. Um, if you're demotivated because you don't have a mentor to consult with, this program might be useful, because that's what I am. I'm a mentor. I'm not the guy who will tell you, you know what, run, go get it. No, no, no. I will tell you the strategy that I would follow if I was in your position. Uh, if you're complaining that you don't have a rich network, right? Or you don't come from a rich family, okay, guys, that is not a problem. That is just the lack of strategy on how to enter that market. So if you're telling me that you don't have a rich network, that's all right. I mean, not everyone is born with a rich network, but it's about having the right strategy to enter that network, right? Um, and I have other people who tell me, Sanjay, I have a rich network, but I don't know how to approach them. Well, there's a strategy to that as well. So there are two parts to this. Number one, I don't have a rich network. What should I do? And the other part is, I have a rich network, and what should I do? So it's fascinating. I've been speaking to people, and some of the people who have joined the program, they initially said, Sanjay, I have a network, but I don't know how to approach them. And then I have other people who said, Sanjay, I don't have a network. How do I approach them? Guys, I've done several degrees in studies, right? I've done 3 masters, I've finished my PhD in insurance. And there was a reason for me to do that, right? It was how I position myself and brand myself with my clients. You have to become a specialist. But before you become a specialist, you have to identify specialization in what. That's what you need to understand. Guys, like I said, 2021 is going to be a beautiful year. But it's a very fine line between the opportunities you will have and how tough the year can be. So, what are you going to do for yourself? Um, so, in 2020, I was working with over 200 advisors, right? So, what will I be sharing in this program? Um, One of the things that I realized is not every advisor can have a one size fit all. And that's the reason why I stopped doing that. There's no point in me trying to say that all of you have to have the same strategy. It will never work. Not everyone can have the same strategy. And not everyone is at the same level in this business. Some of you are new in this business, some of you are old in this business. So it starts with the first phase, which is getting your foundation skills. If your foundations are strong, understanding presentations, objection handling, closing strategies, getting recommendations, these are what we call the foundations. If your foundation is not correct, there's a problem. And for the Big Case Closer family, I've created an exclusive content just so that they can rewatch it again and again and again, so that they know exactly what to do. Get your foundation strong. Because if your foundation is strong, you will automatically see improvement. The next thing that the second phase in the program will be specialization, right? Identifying what do you want to specialize in. Because when you want to specialize, do you want to specialize in family office management? Do you want to specialize in risk management? Do you want to specialize in asset management? Do you want to specialize in corporate financial planning? You see, all these are different specializations, and you need different skills in each of these specializations. As of today, I'm a family office manager, but I've done risk management in the past. I've done asset management. I was managing sovereign wealth for 3 years, where I was managing $8 billion under assets. So I've done asset management. I've seen that side of the world. Corporate financial planning, where you start doing employee benefits, talking about key man insurance. That's still probably one of the largest businesses that we have around us. But not everyone is a specialist with that. So identifying what you want to specialize in. And that's what I want to be teaching in the big case closer. What specialization do you take on, and how do you get ready for that specialization? Once you understand the pros and cons of each specialization, you need to also know what it'll do, right? So if your cases don't increase by at least 10x, you've got this completely wrong. Guys, whatever case size you're doing today, if your case size doesn't go up by 10x, you have forgotten the opportunities that are in front of you. If you're doing $1 million cases, you should be doing 10 after this. If you're doing 10 million, you should be doing 100. And that's how big the numbers become. A lot of people don't realize that you need to have exponential growth, not just a regular growth in this business. Identifying the right opportunity will help you do that. The other thing that I share a lot of, which is the third phase of the program, is I share a lot of case studies and I answer Q&As, right? Um, I organize every month. We have a Q&A session where everyone can ask their questions. um, I do a lot of group sessions where you've got personal. So if I see a particular group that have similar problems, I would do a group session with them, and I share case studies, right, on how I'm working with my clients. Like I said, I'm not a trainer. I'm a practitioner just like each one of you. And as a practitioner and a mentor, I want to be sharing with you exactly the cases I'm working on today. Because if I'm working on those cases, means those opportunities exist today itself. So I will share that. And what I've done is I've built a support system for everyone. Because when you're working on a large case, you need to have the right support system in place. It's not, I'm not alone in my business. Please understand that. I have a proper support system behind me. I have a support system of bankers, lawyers, chartered accountants that help me get things done. So I give access to my support system to my BCC family for a very simple reason. I don't want them worried about just closing cases. I want to make sure that they give the best structure to their clients as well. I don't want you losing cases to a banker when you could actually be doing it yourself. So if you don't have the right support system, that's what I do. Guys, this program that I've created was for a purpose. I've got a lot of people who want to join the program, but I'm being very selective about anyone joining it for a very simple reason, that there's a lot of free information that's already available to you. If you are new in this business, go on YouTube, watch the free videos, don't spend money. Learn the free content that I've already put on YouTube. I've already put up some of the presentation, the objections that will help you get to the next level already. Once you have made money from that and you feel you're ready to become a big case closer, that's when you join this program. Guys, I don't want you spending money if you haven't earned money. Please understand that. There's a lot of free content that's already available for you. Go to YouTube, you can watch a lot of the free content. There's so many presentations, objections that I've already handled for you. If that can help you, use that first. Once you have got that, after that, if you feel you want to go to the next level, that's when you join the big case closer program. Please don't spend money if you have not learned those basics first. Let's get that very clear. I don't want you spending money if you're stuck at a plateau, which can already help you with my YouTube channel. That's free, guys. This is not my business. Let's be very clear. This is not my business. My business is selling insurance. This is me giving back to our profession because somebody needs to be a mentor. And all I'm trying to do as a mentor, as a practitioner to each one of you. And that was the purpose of me having this program. And that's why I choose who joins this program. Because I need to make sure that you're ready with it. You should be having at least about 100 clients before you join this program. And most important, you should be willing to learn and apply. You see, a lot of people learn and then they don't do anything with it. That upsets me. Because if you have learned something and you don't use it, you're going to forget what you learned. It's just like riding a bike. You learn to ride a bike and then you don't ride for 20 years. What's going to happen? You're going to forget how to ride. You're going to fall. And then you think, oh, I don't know how to ride a bike. That's not the truth. It's about practicing every day. It's about making sure that you're ready with it. Because when the opportunity comes, if you don't know how to use it, you will lose that opportunity. You see, when you're working with the high net worth families, you will get that opportunity once. And either you can do it or you can't do it. That's pretty much what's going to happen. And guys, when you join this program, it's a very humbling experience because you will see advisors who are doing significantly better. This program is about learning as much as it is for growth. Learn and grow, learn and grow. It's a process. I like you. I would love to have you in this program because I would love to be your mentor. It has to be a two-way street. A mentor and a mentee have to like each other to be able to work together. If we don't like each other, this process doesn't work. You only share the best with people you care about. And that's what I do. And that's why this program is going to be limited on that. 2021. I'm going to keep saying this. Your actions will reflect the results you get in 2021. And your journey will only start once you identify that you have to work on closing bigger cases today. Because if you don't do that, you're going to sit on the tragedy that 2021 is a tough year. Guys, 2021 is a year of opportunity, but there will be pockets of opportunity, and you need to identify which pocket will be your area of expertise. Best of luck for 2021. And I'm so glad I got to spend this time with you. If you do have any questions, do send them across. I've still got a few minutes that I can spend with you. So do send me some of the questions if you have. And guys, have a phenomenal end to 2020. It is the end for the year for me as well. I'm just closing my books and I'm starting to plan for 2021 because we need to start. And the sooner we start, the better it is because that's what's going to affect it. You want more details about the program? Just go to bigcasecloser.com. If you have enjoyed watching this video, share this with people. Like it. So at least I know what's happening, right? Like I said, I would love to know you more. And I would love to spend more time with you. Snehal has said, I have a rich client, lot of rich network. What should I do? I don't have much experience. Well, Snehal, that's exactly what I was mentioning, right? We might know some wealthy clients, but the question is, when I know these wealthy clients, what should I be talking to them about? Well, it comes down to a few things. Number one, what will you help them with? Wealthy clients have a lot of problems. So it's not just about financial planning or it's about legal system or it's about the tax or it's about their properties, their rentals, their business. They have a lot of problems and they have a lot of advisors. Now the question is, what type of advisor are you? They have a lot of advisors already. They probably already have a lawyer. They already have a chartered accountant. They already have a banker. They already have an investment manager. They already have these advisors. They might already have an insurance advisor as well. So the question is, why should they work with you? What makes you different? What's your area of specialty and what's your area of expertise? That's what they want to know. What do you bring to the table when they already have all these other advisors already there? And Snehal, that's the question that you have to answer for me. What do you bring to the table? I'm just trying to see if there's any other questions over here. Suntejo, I'm so glad you are back home. I was very worried about you. I'm glad that you've survived everything and you've taken good care of yourself. So I'm glad you're back home. So that's awesome. Excellent. Well, guys, like I said, I wanted to spend this time with you to know you better. Um, Best of luck for 2021. If you are interested in joining the program, you want to join the waitlist, uh, go to bigcasecloser.com and you can join the program. Once that is done, I will be filtering all the people that can join the program. So if you're interested, go in, put in your application, and I will be going through those applications over the next few days once I have closed this year. And best of luck for 2021. There is a lot of content that you can already go and watch on YouTube. Go and watch that. And guys, remember one thing: make sure you have a very strong purpose in this profession, because your purpose will decide the way your business goes forward. Please don't waste money on doing things in trying to become the disruptor. Don't forget the fundamentals of our business. Please don't waste money on that, because I know a lot of people are spending a lot of time going online. They're forgetting the fundamentals of our business. Clients need personal touch. Don't lose that opportunity. Don't waste money. Spend time instead of money on your clients. Your clients need time, not money. Come back to the basics. It is the basics that will make you successful. This year is my record year. 2020 was absolutely my record year. My business has gone up by more than 150%. If that's happened for me, it has happened for some of my mentees, then it only makes sense for it to happen to all of you. But just make sure you identify the opportunities and be prepared for those opportunities when they come in front of you. God bless you. Stay safe and please prepare for 2021. God bless. Take care.